collapse. There's no doubt about it. You will collapse, or you will not do it. Either way, you will not enter. Or if you enter, you will get out. Or if you stay, you will be miserable. So you do it the right way. Okay? You do it the right way. It is more valuable to ask a professor to write a recommendation letter for you, right? That knows you very well. Instead, oh, I want to get a letter from a prestigious professor. You know, I want a title. If I have a letter of recommendation from a Nobel Prize professor, oh, I'm going to enter, you know, in the best universities. False. False. Very false. Keep me on track. I want to talk about what you said before we go. About 5 minutes before I finish, I have not touched the topic, right? So I got a letter from a student of mine. She was a very good student. She came to know me very well. And her father is also an academic. She says, I'm doing these internships with this professor in his lab for 1 or 2 summers now. But I thought that it would be nice to get a recommendation letter from a very prestigious professor here at UCDavis. And I applied, and I didn't hear for 2 or 3 weeks. And I went back to the other professor, said I want to continue. And I'm now 3 weeks into the new project. First mistake. First mistake. She did not call the secretary and say, what happened? People, we are afraid to hear failure. That was her mistake. She should have called. What happened? I applied. I would love to come. I have not heard for 3 weeks. Are you near the decision? What happened? She did not do that. Why not? She does not want to hear failure. Most likely. She went, made the decision, and went back to the old professor. Suddenly, she finds out a delayed letter or something came and says, you're accepted to come to work in this lab. Now she goes nuts. Oh, I lost the opportunity to get a recommendation letter from a really prestigious titled person, professor. What am I going to do? So she calls. This is what I should do. She should really know what to do. But that's okay. We're learning, right? Just like I learn from other people. Mentors, dead or alive, through their books and their biographies and autobiographies. She's learning. We all learn. She's winning. That's good. So I said, in my opinion, if you say goodbye to that professor in the middle of the project, the new project, and go with the other one, that doesn't show character. He's going to be upset. If you're not upset, he's not going to be very glad about this. They made a mistake because they gave the message to the secretary to transfer to you, and they did not. Somehow the system didn't work. And so now, what you could do is be honest with that professor that is asking to go now and say, I would like to come, but this is what happened. I don't want to drop everything and come because I already made a commitment for so many months. And after I finish, please, will you make sure that I have the door open to come to work with you? They will do it because they made a mistake and they will try to repair it. Most likely they will do it. And that way you will have a good recommendation letter from your old boss and you will have another recommendation from the new boss. Everybody's happy. You showed character. You showed character. You showed perseverance. You showed patience. That's the way to go. And the letter that will come from that laboratory, which you thought was so great because he's a Nobel Prize, if the man has not spent any time with you, that letter, the committee will see it's really artificial. They know that. Come on, we know that. That people try to get these letters from titles. And if the professors are so busy because they're so famous, they don't spend any time with you, what are they going to do? They might write the thing really fast, not basic judge, which I don't think they will do that. They will probably ask you and say, go and talk to my supervisor, your supervisor down there, to the technician that knows you very well. Let them write a letter and I will sign it. This is going to happen. You know? Sometimes I get these letters and I say, you know what? I do not know anything about you. Go and ask your TA, who knows you, spend many hours with you. If they remember you, they can write a good recommendation for you. Bring it, I will sign it. I trust my TA. I'll talk with you for that. So it's not really the titles, it's not these formalities, it's the meat of the matter. It's to know your professor. The professor knows you. You build that intimacy by some volunteer work, internship, exchange of ideas, philosophy. Not just about your own subject, just medicine. You can start by a hobby. You know, you have the same hobby. You like to make teaspoon soup, or olives, or wine, or whatever. And you just share something, then you start conversation. And after this conversation, you start talking about things that the professor will now come to know you as a character, as a personality, as all kinds of abilities that this list that I read you, now you will not say no base to judge. Now this person's okay. You will be able to really be able to do what he was asked to do, right? Before you approach the professor, right, you should ask yourself if you were asked to ask a letter of recommendation for yourself. Will that be a positive one? Because if the answer is no, most likely the professor will say, I cannot do it. So before you are wasting your time, ask yourself. You must give enough time to the professor to give you the letter. Weeks or months, not just the last moment. I got sometimes requests. Dr. Toupadakis, I'm sorry, but I need it by this date. It's not working that way. You know, your teachers are very busy. They have a lot of things to do. It's their duty to write a recommendation letter for you, but if he doesn't have the time, he's not going to be able to do it. And you lose that chance. Especially, but you know what, really that shows that you don't have that intimacy there. There's no relationship there. It's just fictional. Because if you have built that relationship, you know the timing, right? You work it in advance. Things go slow, things go on time. You know, it's a relationship that grows, and the time you need it, it comes by itself. When you see rushing letters like this, out of the blue, will you do a favor for me to write a recommendation letter for me? Will you write a recommendation letter for me? This is not, and I do not know these people at all. This is not the way to go, yes.
So exactly how long do you, like, how much time would you say to, like, ask the teacher ahead of time?
To know?
For the letter recommendation, like, when should we ask the teacher before the deadline? Like, how many weeks or months before?
I would say 2 months.
2 months.
Not less than a month. 2 months. But again, like I said, this is really not important. Important is if you build that relationship, you know, you don't go formally and say, by this date, will you please do that? No. It's a good relationship there, okay? How do you secure a positive letter, therefore, of recommendation from medical school? You get a form like this, that, yes.
Should there be a particular length? How long should the recommendation letter be?
How what?
How long should the letter be? Or it depends on the professor. How long should
You will not tell them what to do. You know what to do.
I mean,
What do you mean?
is there a particular length required for a recommendation letter, or it's up to the professor how long he should write it?
Could you repeat what you said?
Is there a recommended length, or should you just wait for the professor?
No, there is not standards here. If the professor wants to write 2 pages, 2 pages. 1 page, half page, doesn't matter. Right? If it's too short, it's not good. If it's too long, they don't want to read too much. You know, it's got to be a page. Maybe more than a page a little bit. Any other question?
Exactly how many letters of recommendation do you need by more time to medical school? How many professors should we ask?
Well, the paper should say, usually it's 3 or 4. They should really be in the guidelines. Any other question? Yes.
If you work in a lab and then the PI he's not really involved in the lab because he's really old.
Right.
But like you work with a grad student there, would I have to do like where I meet with the grad student and then she meets with the PI to communicate to him? Is that how it would work?
You shouldn't be really shy to ask for a meeting. If you cannot do that, then you do what you suggested. But you should not be shy. This is important for you. Unless you know the PI doesn't really know you. If he doesn't know you, why do you ask for a meeting?